The past 100 years have not been kind to Oakwood. A lone flashing yellow light keeps cadence for the traffic, trains, and time that blow through here every day. Back in the day, there were dozens of businesses and plenty of people, too. Today, it's little more than a gas station and a school and a church and Neil's Chevy House and feed store. When kings fall, the world changes. When King Cotton fell after the war, small-town Texas changed. Some communities didn't make it at all. Oakwood, Texas made it, at least they're still struggling to hang on. And that may be due in part to one man, his bank, and his determination to keep things exactly like they were more than 100 years ago. One block from Highway 79 on the corner of Main and Commerce Streets, in the middle of what used to be the center of everything, sits what is now the center of this community, the smallest bank in the entire United States. Outside, the 21st century is in full swing, but Roddy Wiley runs this bank just like his daddy did nearly 100 years ago.
We try to keep it as much like it was as we have.
Why do you do that? Why do you want to keep it the same?
We just kind of liked it that way.
Keeping it the same means more than a lobby that looks like a Western movie set. Roddy Wiley means he hasn't let modern methods, progress, or the computer age interfere with the way he does business.
All right, thank you very much.
You don't have a drive-through?
No.
An ATM machine?
No.
Online banking?
No. We could, but we don't.
And why is that?
We like it better this way.
There is only one computer to be found in this building, and it's only turned on occasionally to talk to the Federal Reserve. Leela Coder, and a Walther typewriter made before Bill Gates was born, handles the checking account statements. Nita Eldridge, and an old adding machine and change maker, takes care of window customers, just like she has for 34 years. Handwritten ledgers and microfilm are stored in precarious stacks in the bank vault, made in 1910. And this entire system is stored in Leela's head. She's been here since 1954.
I believe I've gotten too old to learn how to run a computer on a daily basis. So that's one reason we're trying to hold off as long, because people kind of like the personal touch.
With 2 full-time employees, it takes a lot to run even this simple bank. The ladies say the big city single-job computer punchers would be lost.
They wouldn't begin to know. All they know is how to punch that button on that computer.
I post what she posts sometimes, and I post the ledger for Mr. Wiley every morning, balance it, what we've done, the daily totals we've done the day before. I run the cash letter from Federal Reserve, and I do the tickets from Federal Reserve off of the sheet that we get. I do the money orders, expense checks, I do the bills receivable book, and that's about it. And wait on customers.
The banking only stops for 2 things here, quitting time and lunch. And when noon rolls around, the banking business in Oakwood comes to a halt. At least for the lunch hour. "60 minutes later, it's back to business. Just like it's been done since Teddy Roosevelt was president.
It's a real country bank. And we know you, and you get to know us. And that's just the way we do business.
They do issue account numbers at Oakwood Bank, but don't bother memorizing it. You don't need it.
We use account numbers just because they're required. We don't pay any attention to the account number. They call in and say, well, the account number is so-and-so. Ms. Coates says, don't give me the account number, tell me their name.
For most banks, change is the only constant. But in Roddy Wiley's world, change is constantly avoided. When Roddy goes on vacation the same time every summer, he goes to the same town, stays in the same hotel, in the same room. Roddy Wiley does not like change.
The last time we made a change, we used to stay open on Saturday all day, just like any other day. Then we started staying open until 12 o'clock. Everybody came in at 11:45. So we said, well, we'll close at 11. And I guess that's the last change we made.
How long ago's that been?
At least 25 years ago.
So it's something new.
Right.
Why is this place still here?
I don't know. I guess we're providing a service still. About 600 people have accounts here. No, we just keep doing what we're doing. We're not ready to quit yet.
It is the smallest bank in the nation, and there's likely not another doing business like this anywhere. Roddy Wiley has spent a lifetime at this bank watching traffic, trains, and time pass through his hometown. He watched Oakwood and the rest of the world change around him, but time is the one thing that Roddy is aware of these days. It's catching up with him. At 82, he's not sure how much longer this bank will be here and be run like this. But for now, well, it's the way it is because it's the way it's always been.
Things change constantly. In those days, you knew you'd be here today and probably be here tomorrow and probably the next day. Nowadays, you don't know that. I just try to make it a day at a time and we'll see where we go.